see y'all. I'm trying to see where I'm live at. Okay, I see the streaming app, but I don't think I'm live yet. So it must not be so bad. Let me check one more window. Did I go live? Let's go live, man. I hope it's the one, man. I hope I ain't already in live already somewhere. We finna find out. Say I'm already live in 33 seconds. I hope this thing ain't skipping around either, man. Yo, they comparing like they saying like the downtown LA area, they like, what is it? It's dead. They saying LA is dead. Downtown LA. And they saying, I guess they saying like, you know, I guess this losing a lot of like attraction and shit. People are saying it's boring and dead and shit. And they comparing it to like, you know, to like the likes of Chicago and New York. So if you looking for like, if you going out and let's say you young out here and you trying to go experience like the bubbly lights or the bubbly buildings or whatever of LA, then it's like, okay, you're not really getting like, you know, what you want, you know what I mean? Because people they saying like folks are stepping over doo-doo and shit. I ain't never stepped over doo-doo in downtown LA. I have stepped over doo-doo in like downtown San Bernardino. I would imagine that LA is probably something like San Bernardino when it comes to stepping over shit. If you talking about Skid Row and all that shit, I don't know if I've ever been on Skid Row. Been down there. But I stepped over shit in San Bernardino, and most people from LA, they moved to like San Bernardino and shit, or, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not from California originally, you know, but they saying, you know, compared to like Chicago and New York, downtown LA ain't popping like that, and they wondering why. You know, my explanation for that, child, is the demographic, the demographic of Chicago and New York is different. The way people get down, it's a difference. And when you come out to California, you see you gotta, if you black and you black like unapologetically black, you don't have a place in California like that, because you're gonna have people that are going to try to stop you from being there. They want to get involved and get in the mix. They're going to get in your way. So for black folks out in California, it's not like it would be in Chicago and New York. You know what I mean? Where it's like most people mind their business. In California, these folks, that if you're not black, they coming to get in your business. And you can't tell them to move, because out in California, they feel like you're discriminating against immigrants. And California is made up of Mexicans, really, mostly. And so that's where the immigrant shit come from. I'm not trying to talk shit about the Mexicans, man. In California, I grew up around people who you was either on the hip-hop side or the country music side. This whole new thing about you listen to hip-hop and you still finna, but now you listen to hip-hop, but you questioning me. I worked with one guy. We would change shifts. This guy would come in after me on my shift. I work in the morning. He come in on the afternoon. And he wanted to talk to me so bad. I mean, I guess he was a little Mexican thug from where he was from, but I don't carry myself like a thug at work. I have on, you know, work clothes and stuff like that. I'm one of the fastest people, and I be concerned about work everywhere. You know, do you need help? Do you need help? Like type shit. Once I get some shit down, you know what I'm saying, I perfect what I get. I be with the supervisors and shit, so he come in there, you know, dragging, and he like to talk to me and try to talk to me. I be ignoring him because I done been through this before. But when I'm leaving, he tell me, don't stop in no drug houses, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop in no drug houses, don't go to jail. And to him, I don't know if he feel like that's how he can relate to me. But if I tell him, hey man, I don't want to talk to you like that, you know, I don't like to talk about that, it immediately becomes a problem. You're like, oh, well, hey, well, you know, oh, well, I can't say what I want to say, right? And everybody start looking. As soon as you say I don't like talking about that, it's like, it feel like you dropped a bug or some shit for everybody's ears that's not black, and they look up at you because they know they're going to do some shit like that, because in California, the immigrants are protected. So with that being said, they are running downtown LA. Ain't nobody going to get the homeless up, because most of the homeless are immigrants. You see what I'm saying? So it's not going to be no immigrant cleanup in LA. Somebody from Texas said, our downtown, I think she said Houston. She said downtown is for work, and the areas on the outside, like parks and shit, is parks and shit. Like recreation, people enjoy them shits. You go downtown to work, and the little surrounding parks are parks, and that's different than what you know in LA. You know these, but and you can't offend the immigrants. So until LA get that shit cleaned up, which it won't because it's right here by the border, and it's not just to put all that on Hispanics. That's like, but they also pass that immigrant, you know, protection over to the Chinese. The Chinese come out here and feel the same way. The Asians, to where they see some black folk and they walk up to you and they talk like white people used to talk to you back in the 90s, where they don't know shit. Whereas they used to stay away from you. No, they approach in LA, so you can say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, or some black people here, they play along with them. If you don't notice, I don't play along with nobody. You know what I mean? So for me, it's gonna always be like when you drop them little books, they gonna always be looking up at me, and I don't like that shit. I'm like, we not finna be catering to folks that seem to be trying to bother people, but then they want to play like they white or something. It's like, okay, well you don't have nothing. You really don't know what you're doing, but look around the politicians, the mayor, or not the mayor, but the cops and all that, they all of a different race. It ain't what you see on TV where, you know, you look at Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy ain't running around this motherfucker. It ain't Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Murphy ain't running around this bitch. It's all a bunch of Hispanics. The whole police force. And they all got their eyes and minds glued on black folks. And it's a different way. It's not like Chicago and New York where you can go out, have a good time. You know what I mean? You can just go out and stroll and find something to do. It ain't like that. These folks sleeping on the ground. You can't say nothing to them. I ain't gonna lie. The homeless people got the most freedom in California. Everywhere else, oh hell no. You got, you know. I don't know why my computer. I don't know why my shit's slow like that. I don't know why it's slow like that. But if y'all get the gist, that's LA. LA, the immigrants, their nature out here is different than the immigrants in New York. But it's like, hey, buddy, who you talking to? What for? You know what I mean? Like, you talking to me? Like why you talking? Like, folks in New York, they won't say hi to you, none of that shit. That's probably, you know, Chicago, ain't nobody, even though the kids is doing crazy shit, if you an adult, you can get you can have your business money. You know, out here, they used to them getting their way and shit, and a lot of them probably ain't even over here legally. So in order to give them a place to sleep so they don't have to go back to where they came from, it's like they, you know, like I said, they all team up, and it's an immigrant, what's it called, a sanctuary city. But it's gone overboard. So they basically taken over California, and like I said, they kind of pushed the black person out to where nobody wants to be here. Because ain't nobody coming to California to see the immigrants. That's how that goes.